Hi, I'm Dr. Katie McCorkle, author of A Balanced Heart, 10 Weeks to Break Through. And the reason it's a 10-week program is because there are 10 principles to reduce the stress in your life and break through to freedom and happiness. So let's back up a little to principle 1, open your heart and trust. And I bet you're thinking that that means to trust other people. Nope. Before you can trust anybody else, really, you have to be able to trust yourself. So what would it take for you to open your heart and trust yourself? A way to begin living principle 2, give and receive without attachment to the outcome, is to simply focus on what you want to give in your relationships or give in a situation rather than what you want to get out of it or what you want to receive from it. Principle 3 is to create safety for yourself and others. And a great way to create safety for yourself first is to bring into yourself everything that you want in your being, everything that you want to be, everything that you want to have in your experience, and to release from you any negativity or whatever it is that's unwanted in your life. Principle 4 is to welcome everything as a blessing, especially when it doesn't look like one. Well, now, why would I say especially when it doesn't look like one? Because if you judge it as a curse, before you have really fully explored it, you may be pushing away from you blessings that you just couldn't see at that moment in time. So principle 5 is to see only goodness or love. And a great way to begin living this principle is to ask yourself, how could I view this circumstance, this person, this situation in my life as something good for me, as bringing me self-awareness, as bringing me an opportunity that I didn't have before, as blessing me in some way that may not easily be apparent or that you may have to go looking for a little bit. Principle 6 is to dream big. This is one that I've completely mastered. So a way to inspire yourself to dream bigger is to imagine your life or the world as a ginormous jigsaw puzzle with an infinite number of pieces. So at any given moment in time, how many pieces of that picture do you suppose that you get to see? Well, maybe, just 3 or 4 down in one little corner somewhere. And how do you think things might look different if you could actually see more of the puzzle pieces put together? Would things look different to you then? Of course they would. And isn't that always the truth? Because there's always more to know, there's always more to see than we're seeing at any given moment in time. Principle 7 is to take responsibility for everything in your life without exception. There are a lot of really difficult lessons in this principle because when we see things that we don't particularly care for in ourselves, we may not want to own them. And taking responsibility means owning them and taking responsibility to change it if it's something that we don't like. And taking responsibility also to use the gifts that you've been given. Because so many of us don't take responsibility for ourselves by simply not using our gifts to their fullest. Principle 8 is to let go of what no longer serves you. The tricky part, of course, is knowing what serves you and what doesn't, because sometimes hindsight is closer to 20/20 than what we're seeing in any given moment. A way to let it go and to go for your best outcome is to imagine what your desired outcome is, knowing that you don't have to know what's between here and there or how to get there, and then just let it go. Principle 9 is to have no judgments so that more of the truth can be revealed to you. Now, this is a really challenging principle because most of us were taught to judge everything and to divide the world into right, wrong, good, bad, this and that, whatever. Well, that doesn't honor the wholeness of who you are or how you're connected to everyone and everything in the world. So a way to live this principle is to simply suspend judgment by asking yourself, how might this possibly be the very best thing that could happen right now? Cultivate an attitude of curiosity, because when you're being curious, you absolutely are not judging. You're simply wondering. Principle 10 is be the miracle that you wish to create. And a great way to live into this principle, think of how actors do it. Well, what do? They act as if they were somebody else. It's not really them, but they know that all experiences, all feelings, everything exists within each one of us. And all they have to do is dig deep enough within themselves in order to pull out whoever that character is and act as if they were that person. Well, you can do that too, can't you, in your own life? Act as if you were the person you want to be. These 10 principles are the heart and soul of Balanced Heart Healing Center. Our aspiration is to live them consistently, 24/7, 365 in our own lives and with our clients and with our friends and our family. If you'd like to join that effort, please check us out at www.balancedheart.org. If you would like to have a handout which gives you these 10 principles and a way of beginning, some strategies to begin living them in your own life, just email me, Dr. Katie at balancedheart.org. That's DRKATIE at balancedheart.org. I'll look forward to hearing from you and together to creating the world that we all want to live in. Thank you.